Today's video is sponsored by Camel City Mill. So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. I got to start things off here with a little diesel extortion fluid. So we had a few visitors this morning. Andrew from Easton Made and his wife Stacy were here. Andrew was down there. I don't know what to say. He made the Evo faster, like a lot faster. I didn't think it could get any faster. One thing that he did, we're running 2200 RPMs now instead of 1800 RPMs. He made some adjustments and a few tweaks, but it is just wicked fast. It's incredible. It wasn't the best day to do this. We got started and it started to rain. Andrew was rolling around in the mud, but everything's running smooth now. Like I said, it is just wicked fast. I wasn't even gonna run it this afternoon, but after running a few test logs this morning, I just have to. Alright, so I'm down here at the wood yard now. I just loaded the log deck on the Evo, getting ready to cut and split some wood. Have to kind of keep my eye on the weather. Like I said, it's been raining on and off all day. It is perfectly calm right now, and I just talked to daughter Eva. She's not 4 miles from here and said she's in the middle of a big storm, so I'll be glad when it dries up. But anyway, this is the first Easton made Evo diesel that they made, and Andrew, he was over at the International Firewood Expo and he wanted to stop by. He said my machine could get turned up some and run a lot faster. I didn't think it, could get any faster than what it was, but my goodness, it sure has. We were running 1800 RPMs, like I said before. It's set now at 2200 RPMs, and it's a world of difference. When you start pulling on these controls, a lot happens in a hurry. Now, on the log deck right now, I got some smaller wood. That's a small cherry. That next maple right there, that'll give you some idea how much faster this thing is cutting. It's unbelievable. So that right there is maybe 10 or 12 minutes. I never would have thought, but I think it actually takes a little longer to load the log deck, at least the way I'm doing it right now, than it does cutting and splitting the wood. So with that being said, I think what I need to do is this. I need to take, you know, a couple hours, even if it took half a day, go through a whole bunch of these logs, because some of them are kind of squirrely, you know, some of them are probably 26, 28 feet long, and kind of prep the logs for the log deck and just make a big pile right beside the processor, and then you could just run them all through in no time. But yeah, definitely something to consider. So I started our channel probably 7 years ago, and for years, hundreds of people have told me that I needed to get a firewood processor. And I always kind of just shrugged it off for a couple reasons. Number one, I never thought I produced enough wood or needed to produce enough to justify the expense of a full-blown processor. You know, a real big one, $150,000 machine. I just couldn't justify that for what I do. And the other reason was everything within this price range, it just didn't wow me at all. I don't know, nothing got me excited until I saw the first video Andrew put out on the Evo, and that was the gas model. The diesel is like a whole nother level. I mean, it really is. It's absolutely incredible. And you know what else is incredible? Camel City Mill socks. How'd you like that segue? Best socks you've ever seen or heard of. I'm not exaggerating. They come in ankle, boot, and crew lengths. They're made from merino wool. They wick sweat 35% better than cotton or polyester. Absolutely fantastic. And like I always say, if you don't believe me, read through some of the comments from people that have bought these. They are a home run, made right down in North Carolina, 100% American made. No tariffs on these. They keep your feet warm in the wintertime, cool in the summertime. Highly recommend Camel City Mill socks. They are no joke. Get 10% off my favorite work socks from Camel City Mill with code Morgans10. Link in the description. I think we can all agree faster is better, especially when it comes to processing firewood. But that additional speed comes with a cost. Like that diesel engine on there is a pretty expensive upgrade, and the gas version, quite honestly, it's fast enough. It really is. The main reason I went with the diesel, not just because I knew it was going to be faster, that's kind of like an added bonus, was just the longevity. I think the diesel engine will last longer. You could go down the list. Reliability, resale value. I've got a big diesel tank down here at the woodyard. I just prefer the diesel engines, especially on something like that. And it's not even working, that Deutz. That's a 74 horsepower. Fuel economy is really good on it. Sometime I'll try to figure out exactly what it uses per hour, but I know right now it's not bad at all. But that's an excellent engine. I really like it. I don't have anything else with the Deutz in it. They've been around a real long time. I like the simplicity of it. I can look at that engine and I know what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? Plus, it's very easy to service. But that's the reason I went with the diesel over the gas. It wasn't so much the additional speed. That's an added bonus. I just prefer diesels, and there's a lot of different reasons for that. right. By the way, it is the weekend right now. It's Sunday afternoon. I'm just kind of preparing for the week ahead. Tomorrow morning, Levi will get these ready for firewood. A lot of people ask what I do with the bladders. I have a guy that comes and takes them. I don't know what he uses them for, and I don't care, just as long as they're gone. I have tried my best to clean these out. It's a biodegradable bark mulch dye, but I have flushed these things out. I even took one down to the pond once, and I had a 2-inch trash pump, and I probably ran 2,000 gallons through one, and it was still coming out brown. So that's the reason I don't use these to make lids on top of the baskets. That stuff just gets everywhere. So I don't want to deal with that. That's why I don't do that. So besides firewood this week, we're going to saw some lumber. I'm going to start getting into that nice pile of red oak logs, because that stuff is going to take probably 6 months to air dry before I even put it in the kiln, which isn't ready yet either. So that's another thing we're going to work on. We've got all kind of stuff going on. I need to get the food plot seeded out there. I was just about ready to do that, and I thought, you know what, it's still a little bit early, and ever since that day, I think it rained every day or every other day. So as soon as that dries out, we're going to get that seeded and get that growing before the Japanese stiltgrass takes over. Something else that I need to do, and I need your opinion or advice on something. I need to stain this little woodshed this week. I have a real nice Graco sprayer, but, you know, there's a lot of hoses. It's for big projects, you know. If you can recommend an inexpensive sprayer just with like a decent size quart cup or something, even if you've got to fill it 3 or 4 times, I would rather just clean that out than the whole Graco system that I have. Now, they have a battery-powered one, Graco does. It takes 20-volt VMAX batteries, just like all my tools do, but it's like $1,000. So I'm not looking for something like that. Something that works well with like an oil-based stain and easy to clean, just for these smaller projects. And along with this, I'm not going to spray it. I have to finish the enclosed trailer. The walls could use maybe another coat. They really could. I put like 2 coats on it, and I'm telling you, that stuff just sucks it up. So I need to finish that. Need to get down to the cabin. We've got a lot of stuff going on. We do. But yeah, let me know on a decent sprayer that you're happy with. It's not real expensive, easy to clean, and one that's good for smaller projects like this, because I want to haul this thing down to the cabin, put the roof on it. And also, what else? Yeah, I'll be going down there probably later this week to do some more on that tongue and groove. I want to take the mini skid down there and kind of clean up all the trails before everything starts growing again, which it already is. Got a bunch of trees down. My buddy Matt from Penn Fencing, the company that put our fence up, he's got a bunch of, I'm just talking out loud. I'm getting busier and busier the more I talk about it. He's got several really nice oaks that he had taken down at his place. They're in his yard right now. I need to go pick them up in the dump trailer. I think the mini skid will lift them. If not, he will bring a skid loader home from work. But I'll probably just take the mini skid over and we'll see how that goes. But before I wrap this up, a couple things. Number one, if you are a subscriber to our channel, please double check, make sure you're still subscribed. And I appreciate y'all being here. I really do. It's going to be a exciting and very busy summer here. And I hope everyone's doing well, and I will catch you on the next one.